Good afternoon, everyone. I'm going to attempt to use this shitty phone screen share software because I don't want to pay for the other one because I think it's ridiculous. But I want to talk about my Stash app. Uh, right now, this week's not looking good. Ain't gonna lie. A lot of it's with like the whole North Korea tensions getting all escalated. But I'm down to 6.3% in my portfolio. My Defending America, of course, is doing good. It's at about 13.5% right now. These stocks are loving the whole uh, North Korea threat. Internet Titan surprisingly took a big hit. It was like I think 13 or 14, getting kind of around back to the highs, and it just dropped so below 10%. So that was kind of surprising. Live Long and Prosper at 8%. Money Machines at 5%. So both Live Long and Money Machines are coming down a little bit. Raw Earth at 2.5%, and Internet or Wireless Wonders at about 4%. So, and I looked at like the articles, and it looks like tech companies, like I said, having their worst day. Like the past couple days, they were slowly going down a little bit, but today, especially, like it really took a hit, and it is just basically based on, it seems, just the fear in the market. Like there's no rational reason why it's happening. There's no rational reason why like really tech stocks are coming down. At best, if you really want to nitpick something, you could reference the whole Google scandal with the guy making some kind of comments or whatever. I didn't really follow into it too deeply, but I guess he got fired over it, and it was like Google getting coverage over that, and you could say that could hurt tech stocks, but I mean it wouldn't. I mean, at the end of the day, the company's about making money, so they don't care about little things like that, and they'll just fire people. But it's really just with this whole North Korea thing, and of course, you see you see the evidence of it in news articles all over the place. These are like the main stocks that are really doing good because of the whole situation. And I think probably gun stocks are doing pretty good too, but you look at like what it says here, shares of defense companies like Lockheed Martin, Elthi, Raytheon, all these have surged, which is all part of this app, the Defending America app. And as things continue to escalate, which Trump, when he came out and he said, we're going to retaliate with like fire and fury and all that, and all that hype, and pay attention to something, because I almost guarantee this is going to happen. I'll fucking stake my name on this prediction right now. Every time in the past a U.S. president has really low approval ratings, which right now Trump has, they will go to war with the country, and that'll make his ratings or other president ratings go up. So like same thing with Obama. At one point he had really low ratings, and then he got into a war. And during his administration, there's like 7 countries we were basically intervening in. Bush, same thing. When he had low ratings, he went to war. His ratings went up. So I fucking guarantee something's gonna happen. It might not be technically with North Korea, because I think China, I've said it before, I think China's a bigger threat because they're an actual economic power that the U.S. is concerned about. North Korea is, they're just trying to defend themselves. At the end of the day, Kim Jong-un, he has 2 problems. He has the U.S., obviously, like with the whole sanctions that they just put on the country, and then he has his people in his country, like not only defecting to other countries, but wanting to kind of like rise up against them, because the way that the country is, like how poor the people are being treated, and all the money, kind of like in America, all the money is being funded towards the military, which is why in this country you see like the middle class just disappearing, people in the lower class having less and less. A lot of families can't even afford like a $500 medical emergency, like over half the country, which is pathetic. Like I can't believe it's that bad in what's supposed to be the richest country in the world. But he has those 2 things to worry about. And now Trump's out there like making those comments, escalating the situation. I'm pretty sure he's going to do something. Hopefully it will not result in any kind of nuclear attack. You even see over in Japan right now how they're preparing their kids, kind of like during the Cold War, to like hide under the desks, duck and cover, and all that stuff, which is so sad to fucking watch, man. I couldn't even imagine, going to school and you have to prepare for bomb threats. Like as a child, that's fucking devastating. But that's the whole situation right now, and it's only gonna increase, defense companies' profits, which is the only thing to look forward to out of this, in my opinion, right now. But like I said, you have all your defense companies. You got Boeing, United, Lockheed, General Dynamics, Raytheon, Northrop Grumman. All these companies, man, all these companies are making money right now. The more and more people get afraid, the more and more they want to bolster their defense as a country. If it was more of a domestic or terrorist kind of thing in the country, you definitely would see gun stocks soaring. You probably see gun stocks soaring off of news like this too. But when the threats at home, people want to defend themselves with, guns. When the threats in another country far off that could potentially harm us from where they're from, people migrate towards defense stocks, which is happening right now. So that's kind of really the only news this week. That's like the whole story this week. There ain't really shit going on this week. It's a pretty boring week. But yeah, that's all I really have. There's not a whole lot, unfortunately. But it does suck to see my portfolio, like as a whole, like take a hit. Like if I didn't have Defending America in this portfolio, like I'd probably be below 5, maybe even I'd be at 4% right now, because all my ETFs, all of them are taking a hit. All of them. There's not one of them that's really thriving other than Defending America. If I had like maybe gold or like a precious metal ETF or something, it might be doing good right now, but I don't. Um, but that's really all it is this week. It's kind of depressing to talk about because if it does escalate to another war, then we'll be in. Oh man, how many countries will we be in? I think we're in like 6 or 7 right now in the Middle East, and then if this goes on, North Korea would be another one, and like I said, China doesn't like North Korea, but North Korea gives them a buffer, from U.S. troops, from South Korea. So if anything were to happen in North Korea, like let's say that regime falls, China's fear is, South Korea or all the American troops in South Korea pushing up to China's border. So I'm interested to see, even though Russia and China were included on putting sanctions on North Korea, they actually opted in for that. I'm interested to see how it's going to play out. But as far as this week is concerned, I mean that's really it. So sorry, I don't really have much more to talk about. This is the whole headline, this week. This is just people just won't shut the fuck up about it and keep stopping. It's good though, because you don't hear about RussiaGate anymore. So at least for a little bit, in the meantime, everyone's focused on this. But I think until this dies down, I won't see my stocks really recover, my ETFs recover. The only one that's going to be thriving right now is defense stocks, my Defending America. And like I said, maybe if you have like a precious metal type stock or something like that, that might be doing all right too. So something to possibly look into for y'all. But other than that, that's all I have. This week's been pretty uneventful, so unfortunately, that's just how it is. But anyway, as always, if you guys like this information, always try to share it. Try to help update people. Like the whole point of this channel is try to get people involved in their own personal finance to better their lives. That's the main benefit. So if you think this information is helpful, always share it. And I did hit 5K subscribers, so thank you for that. I still get surprised every day that my subscriber numbers keep going up and up. Like since I started this channel, I still like it's hard for me to believe it. Like I never thought talking about like stocks and stuff would be an interesting topic to people, especially from like a beginner standpoint, like I am, because I'm just trying to make my life better. But I recognize that all the information out there is always like high level brokers and stuff like that want to charge like commissions and stuff like that just for you to like sit down and talk with them or do anything. And when I was first starting out with this, when I got into like Robinhood, Acorns, Stash, and all that, there wasn't a lot of videos or information on it. And I kind of saw that as an opportunity to, like, you know, say maybe I can make some videos on that to like help people and learn, because I really didn't have a whole lot to go on. There's like maybe one or two channels I found, and that was like it, you know, where I find hundreds of channels and thousands of videos on like Fidelity, E-Trade, Scottrade, you know, Thinkorswim, TD Ameritrade, you know, all these other high level brokers and stuff that are expensive for most of us to afford. You know, I couldn't afford all that shit. You know, that's why I got into this stuff, and I started learning, and I was able to earn money. And now I'm like, shit, if I could do it, anybody can do it. You know, and I don't just say that just to say, like, you know, like a normal phrase, you know, that people just throw around. Like, nah, for real. Like, I started from like 20 bucks on my Robinhood app, and like in 1 year, like I made 3 grand on it. And that was like, I think, like 25 to 30% return. So it's pretty good. Like, and I didn't know shit, you know, and I fucked up a lot. You know, I still fuck up every day. You know, I don't, I don't make these videos to be like, look how good I am. You know, like, no, I make mistakes, but I improve upon them and I get better, you know, and hopefully sharing this information will help other people not make same mistakes I did, or at the very least, if they do make a mistake, they can learn fast from it and continue on and stick with it. Because like the discipline of waking up every day and checking your stocks, you know, every week, whatever, and staying in it, you know, staying focused on like your short term goals and your long term goals, you know, it's hard. It's hard for anybody, you know, when you fail a lot at something, you know, it's hard for people to get up the next day and keep at it. You know, it takes a lot of perseverance and a lot of courage, you know, and it takes a lot out of me to kind of put these videos out there and be like, I fucked up, I lost money, you know. That's like, it's a daunting task for me to like hurt myself, like my ego, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, that shit doesn't matter, you know, because that's not, like I said, what this channel is about. It's about to help people just say, hey, I fuck up, I make mistakes, I'm not perfect, but somehow I'm still making money. It might not be thousands, 10,000s, millions, or whatever, you know, but I'm slowly but surely working my way up. And you all could do it too. And I know fucking every damn one of you watching these videos, you got a cell phone. I show you the apps, you can do it. Like you have no excuse to not try this at the very least. You have no excuse. Most of these apps cost you $1 a month. $1 a month. $12 a year. I'm pretty sure a lot of you can't afford that. You know, you just have to be willing to accept the risks. And at the very least with these videos, you know, hopefully I'll take out some of the guesswork for you and make it easier for you. So that's kind of why I'm happy to see this channel grow and get up to 5,000 subscribers, because I think it's actually helping people. I think I'm actually able to not like be that mentor per se, but just as another voice in the crowd, just saying like, hey, this is what I'm doing. You know, this is what I've done. This is where I'm going with it. This is why I chose these. And then you watch another channel and you see what he does or she does. And then you watch another channel and see what they do. Then you watch another channel. You know, you're always trying to learn. You're always trying to grow. That's the point. You know, you don't just watch one person and they're like your god or your guru. You know, you gotta get a good amount of collective opinions. That's how you learn. Like I've watched so many courses and trading videos and stuff, and I'll see the same concept be explained by someone else, and then I'll understand what they're saying better than what the first person was saying. Or I watch the same kind of thing 2 or 3, 4 times, but on that fifth time, just someone just says it and just makes it so stupid simple. I'm just like, oh, now I get it, you know. So it's good to get a diversity of opinions. That's why I always say watch other channels. Don't just watch these videos. You know, watch, consume, do everything you can to learn, because it's for your benefit. It's for your profit. It's for your financial independence and future. So please do yourself that courtesy and just learn as much as you can, because in the end, you are your greatest asset. Your mind is your greatest asset. That's how you're going to get out of debt. That's how you're going to get through life. That's how you're going to afford to live. You know, that's how you're going to stay off the streets. That's how you're going to buy a house one day. That's how you're going to do anything, you know? So with all that, you know, like, thank you. You know, I guess what I'm trying to say in a long rant there, but thank you for giving me a reason to make these videos. It believe me, it's taught me more than you guys know. You've all have reached out to me in ways to help me learn. So thank you very much. I just wanted to say that. Sorry to go way off topic from this video, but I just wanted to get that part out there. So anyways, as always, if you want to see this channel keep going, help me out, keep liking and subscribing, man. Like I'll wake up every day, you know, trying to think of ways to make videos. I know lately, like I said, there hasn't been much in the market, But at least try to stay consistent every week and try to give you guys something. So I'm gonna do my best to keep my word at that. So hope you all enjoy the rest of your day and have a good weekend.